How do you approach sizing and selecting the appropriate heat pumps for a home? Have you encountered any issues with that process?
A lot of heating systems, particularly in this area where we are in northern New Jersey, are oversized. There was never really a formal evaluation process done on a house. The person who came in there to install the unit said, this seems like it would be about right. We'll make it a little bit bigger just in case. And that's sort of as much consideration that went into the sizing of the unit and the equipment that are in the home today. I mean, the proper way to size, as you well know, is to use some software, some industry software, what's called a manual J. And the manual J takes into account all of the different aspects of a home. It takes into account how much insulation is there, what the construction of your windows is, what the orientation of your house is. And that is the way that equipment should be sized. But you also have to take into account the type of distribution that these systems have. One of the calls that we get a lot is somebody who's put in a retrofit central air conditioning system, and they want to add on a heat pump to that system that will supply both heat and cooling to the home. In those cases, those are some of the most troublesome, because it's one thing if you can't get your bedroom to be cool enough, but it's another thing if you can't get your kids' room to be warm enough in the wintertime. The quality of the distribution system for a central air conditioning retrofit project that wasn't built with central air conditioning, it was just added as an afterthought, is often not what you see with a home that was built with a forced air system as its primary distribution system. Some of the times those distribution systems can be difficult to deal with, particularly for a variety of different reasons, right? Heat rises, but in a lot of central air conditioning systems, they're put in through the attic, and you're trying to blow warm air down, which is against its natural inclination. It naturally wants to rise. So typically in the more successful distribution systems for heating, you'll see those in the floor blowing upwards rather than in the ceiling blowing downwards. And that's just the most basic example.